You are Marlin, right?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I guess maybe just.
And I even called my wife just now because
Oh, you
of the
did?
party. Because my app is registered under her card.
I understand. Okay.
Were you waiting for a long time?
Not at all. I just pulled up here.
Okay.
I just pulled up, and usually when I pull up, I try to guess who's the person I'm looking for, and so
okay.
here we are. I'm glad we are connected. Marlin, my name is Binyam.
Oh, okay.
It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too.
How goes your Friday, Marlin?
Yeah, it was fine. Being stuck in school.
Oh, is that what you were doing here? You were in school?
Yeah, we're trying to learn something.
Sorry, what do you learn there?
Device reprocessing.
Okay.
We're supposed to clean up surgical instruments and stuff.
Oh, okay, I see. It sounds pretty technical.
It's more like a vocational thing.
Okay.
It's not really a college course. It's only a 10-month course. But
Okay.
yeah. Are you doing this full time or?
This is full time for me, Marlin. Yeah.
Well, but you're making decent money.
Well, it was decent money like in normal times.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, especially these last month here with the restrictions that we have been under,
Yeah.
it has been far more difficult. So there's some days I'm wondering maybe I should think about something else here. I do this job full time just because I really enjoy it. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. Oh yeah, like I was
What were you doing?
I was teaching.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean I also enjoy teaching.
You mean you quit your job teaching and now you're driving Uber?
I'll tell you why. Like as much as I enjoy teaching,
Yeah.
and I did really well teaching for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry if you
That's
don't
okay.
mind me prying or something.
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, like, what were you teaching?
English.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean I enjoyed that job immensely. I have a gift for teaching, I think, so it wasn't really challenging or difficult for me.
Yeah.
However, this job for driving Uber, I meet so many more people, and it also facilitates a lot of my interest in watching culture, in watching people, in watching how people communicate well and when they don't communicate well.
Yeah.
And so I have more of an opportunity in this job to meet people from all spectrums of life, from old to young, from rich to poor, from all there are different levels of the community. And so it's given me a real access to be able to continue that curiosity of my own to say, how can I meet even more variety of people that I don't when I'm teaching? Because teaching, I only have my class, right?
Yeah.
My one class. I get to know them really well, and I love being able to teach.
You were teaching high school?
ESL, yeah. High school and also elementary, so the whole range there.
Wow.
Yes.
Teaching is pretty much like a stable job. I mean,
It is, but I think the part I'm not... So there are some people who really appreciate stable.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but I'm one who's driven more not by stability of a job, although I like stability in a job.
Yeah, sure.
But I also like my mind to be exercised as well too, and so especially in the area of my interests, right?
Yeah.
So this one here, surprisingly, it's surprising, but this one here gives me a lot more opportunities to exercise my intellectual curiosity. You know what I'm saying? And so it gives me a greater access to, like I say, the whole range of people that I enjoy interacting with. So even though I do love teaching, I'm also more intrigued by sociology, by anthropology, by watching how philosophy of how people's ideas come together. And so I get a chance to ride with people as I serve them, but we get to talk about anything and everything. And I love being able to hear what's really important to people, how they arrive at their conclusions, for example, what kind of things they're fearful about or worried about or excited about.
You know what?
No.
You're making my day, you know why?
No.
This is actually a very interesting intellectual conversation. I'm just saying, I mean, I like listening to you for some reason.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
I appreciate that.
I like the way that you're a people person.
Yeah.
And I like the way that you have the guts and the courage to, give up stability for something that, wow. I mean, if it was me,
yes,
I'm going for this course because it's, it's stability, right?
Yes.
I have a family and stuff. But otherwise, if I had the chance, I'd do the same thing that you're doing.
amazing.
search for it.
Well, let me tell you a couple of things, though, Marlon.
Yeah.
Let me say it this way. I love it when people find the area of passion to follow.
Yeah.
However, I don't encourage nor will I support the idea. For example, I'll see some young guys
Yeah.
who have responsibilities, maybe they have kids and family,
Sure. Yeah.
who will abandon the responsibilities to follow their dream.
Yeah.
At that point, I'll come alongside and say, your primary responsibility, in my perspective,
Yeah.
is to commit to those responsibilities because others are relying on you. So before you follow your dreams, make sure you can fulfill your obligations first. So even in my ability to do this job, the only reason I do this job, I mean, I could choose other jobs that are much better, for example, or more prestigious,
Yeah.
but that wasn't what I was aiming for. But even before I enjoy whatever I enjoy at this job,
Yeah.
if I'm not able to fulfill for my family, then I'll have to like suck it up
Sure.
and go take another job I may not appreciate so I can fulfill on those responsibilities. So there's a sequence of priorities I think that needs to be addressed there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And even now that it's difficult, like I am having those hard conversations and saying, I'm not having what I need coming in here. So as much as I like this job, I may have to even say goodbye to this job for the time being, so that I can still do right by my family, for example, right? So I feel there's that important balance that needs to happen, and so I appreciate like that that there needs to be some level of stability. You know, some people are different. You know, some people they do not like risk it all in their job. They just want to go to their job, do their job, and then go home, and that's it. And I appreciate those people. That it's really important to say that that's legitimate. And then there's people like me that I've discovered in saying, this is risky for me to go out with no guarantee that I'll have the necessary income or the business, you know. But we almost sign up for that risk while still trying to be responsible with it, right? And so there's that element I would say too that is expressed there for some people who are saying, I'm more of an entrepreneur. I'm not guaranteed, but I want to take the risk and go and put myself out there. And so, yeah, there's that kind of balance again there, I would probably argue. And I'd rather acknowledge that balance without deprecating or depreciating people's whichever side they're on, right? Because we're all so different in the way we're made up. So I don't look down at those who love stability. I say, that's amazing. I like that you have expressed what you need for what you need to have happen, right? So that's why I say, I wouldn't beat yourself up over it, Marlon. I wouldn't beat yourself up just because...
Thanks for that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it takes... People have different attitudes and different backgrounds, right?
Sure.
You're probably the first person since coming here that they would have, you know, I feel that for some reason you're positive. You emanate positivity. Well, positive vibes.
Yes, positivity.
That's
Good. I like it. Thank you.
You made my day. You're making my day right now.
I'm glad.
I'm just happy that to hear somebody at least because you know you meet different people even in school, right?
I do.
But most of us are like this whole era. Let's say this whole year has been depressing.
It's just been challenging, absolutely.
Yeah. But for somebody who has the courage to, you know, pursue what he wants and what, I feel that you're a very independent person. I feel that you're sensitive enough to, you know, pursue your dreams and be receptive to other people. You're a people person, so
thank you.
That's something.
That's really kind.
I mean, I admire your attitude. Really, I wish I had that same positivity.
I'd love to.
Because basically I'm a straight, like black and white guy.
Yes.
When I see things.
Yeah.
I rarely see colors in my day.
I see.
You get my point?
I do.
Because, you know, when you grow old and you tend to develop a cynicism in life. So.
I know what you I know.
Especially when you have a family, like you have so many responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm gonna ask you a couple of things, Marlon.
Yeah.
Something else I do when I'm not driving my Uber.
Sure.
I do understand that I have a encouraging disposition.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of my videos on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Videos by way of saying, here's how I talk to people.
Sure.
And the people who watch my videos love to watch them because they're encouraged, saying, maybe I can do something like what you're doing. It gives them courage to be able to, in their own spheres,
Yeah.
start talking to people maybe that they never talked to before.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of videos of saying, here's how I see the world, explain. Sometimes I'll come across conversations like this where I say, oh, I would love to share this conversation with my followers, just as a way of encouraging them.
Oh, yeah.
I never do post without permission.
Sure.
That's enthusiastic, because I understand
Yeah.
being on the internet is not everyone's comfortable place. And so
Yeah,
that's why I
of
always
course.
want to make sure
That's
and
true.
say, hey, is this okay? And so I want to encourage you to say no to my request if you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to share our time together if you feel comfortable, though. Are you okay with that dynamic if I were to share that with my followers?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take your.
Absolutely. I'll give you my the place where
Your
you absolutely. I'm going to give you my card here.
Sure.
And you can find me on TikTok if you're on TikTok,
Yeah.
on Instagram, or on YouTube. And that's where you can find the videos that I post.
Oh, yeah.
Just to give you a bit of a flavor there, but that's how you can search for my name right there, and that's my contacts as well.
Are you gonna make me famous? No, I'm just joking. No.
Nice to meet you, though.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
glad we had this chance together, though, and I'm glad to encourage you along the way, too.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
are very welcome. Here we are. It's all
Oh,
gone
okay.
through, yeah.
Thank you. So have a good day.
You too, Marlin.
Alright,
Same
it's so
to
nice
you.
meeting
Hey. That was fun.